Hello and welcome back to Russell Does Stuff. This is my YouTube channel. And I think it's Saturday. Yeah, it's Saturday. Sometimes I forget what day it is and what time it is and stuff. And that's okay. Because when you have a bunch of days off and stuff, you lose track of time. About 4 years ago or so, I stopped looking at the clock during the day. I wasn't interested in knowing what time it was, because then I found I was grinding, or hey, I'm running behind, or it added a lot of stress to my day. So I don't look at the clock, and some days it feels like another day that it's not. And so that's one of those times today. So I think it is Saturday. So I've been putting off one of my DIY projects. DIY, do it yourself projects. And it's hot out, and some of these projects take forever to do, like this one. So I had to take off the metal roof for the covering of the air conditioner and softener and well water stuff. And so I laid it out here on the ground. We had a new roof installed, so I'm installing some gutters around the edge of the roof, and I'm going to put my my metal back on. So it's not a permanent structure. I like to dumpster dive. So I got most of the wood out of a dumpster. They held up trusses and stuff, and they're pretty long pieces. When you put trusses on the roof, they'll take a 2x4 and they'll run them across all of them so they can sturdy them up a little bit. And then the aluminum thing, I used that when I poured concrete, made a concrete driveway. I used it to smooth out the surface of the concrete before I finished it. So it's janky. I have a problem with spending money. I hate spending money on things. I'm not planning on living at this house forever. So I'm not going to spend a lot of money on some of the things that aren't necessary. Is it necessary to cover up the air conditioner and the water stuff with the roof? Yeah, AC units 11 to 12 years old. And it's lived its life. I used to be in the AC business also. And seems like the air conditioners that I'm around last the longest. Like my dad's unit lasted 30 years. So back to me being a stingy, cheap. If it's not permanent, I'm not spending any money on it. And people are going to go, well, the amount of money you spent on it, you could have, added it to the other one and got it done right and stuff. That, it's just temporary. And it's going to be as temporary as long as I need it to be temporary for. So I had an aluminum business. I'm buying the cheapest gutters I can get my hands on, and they're vinyl. I watched a few videos on people installing vinyl gutters just to see what their thoughts and stuff were on them. One, I wanted to know how long they would last out in the sun, being beat up like that. So I got an estimate for gutters since I'm not in the business anymore, just to see. It's expensive. $3,400 for gutters. He never really gave me a per foot price or anything. So I never heard back from him. And then a couple weeks later, he texts me. Kids today are doing business differently than we used to. You know, I used to call the customer, meet with the customer, estimate with the customer, you know. And now everything's like, not everything, but texting. I've been texted my estimate. Well, I don't understand the estimate. What are you estimating, and what do you feel and think I need done? You know, and this is a friend of mine's kid that's in the aluminum business. No personal contact at all. No. Do you have any questions or anything? So he doesn't know that Russell Does Stuff is not going to spend $3,400 on gutters. Okay. Gutters are like air conditioning in a boat. They're convenience type items, you know. I was going to do a video on how to put the vinyl gutters together. So what it feels like together, because they don't go together, you know. Whoever invents some of this stuff, I don't know what they're thinking when they invent some of this stuff. I have a Jeep in my shop. I have no idea what they were thinking when they designed that thing. So I'm going to put up some plastic vinyl gutters in the areas that I want them. And I spent probably $70 on the materials. Nothing goes together right. Nothing fits right. Everything's janky. And that's all right. I re-engineered everything to where it'll work okay. And then when I move, the people that will buy this house will either love what I'm doing, or they will want to make it a priority to undo everything I've done, which I like. If you're in sales, I found selling something to people where they can take ownership of it in their mind, or have future plans for X, Y, or Z that they're buying, it helps the sales process. It gets you to that signed contract quicker, you know. So I'm not going to make this house 100% perfect for somebody, because most people want to do changes to things. They want to improve this or want to improve that. Once you start thinking that stuff, it gets in your mind, and then you're already fixing it in your head. You just bought it. So this is my take on gutters and do-it-yourself gutters. Don't buy them. Save the money up. Pay somebody to do seamless gutters on your house with custom corners, good hangers, properly leveled out to where the water runs down and all that stuff, and they can get the gutters up behind the drip edges and things, you know. This vinyl stuff is crap. But I just want a little area taken care of, and that's it. So save up your money and get somebody to run you some seamless gutters, and you won't have any issues with anything. Some of the videos I've seen on the vinyl stuff, they're, oh, I love vinyl stuff. You know, there's a butt for every seat, and someone's gonna like something you're not gonna like, you know. We're not gonna all root for the same team. So, well, this is Russell with Russell Does Stuff, and he's tearing up his house right now. And he's doing it with wood he found in a dumpster, some CRAP that he found on the shelves at a big box store. Bunch of screws he found in a toolbox. And it'll be functional. All right, well, this is Russell with Russell Does Stuff. Thanks for dropping in and wishing everybody a happy one.